Hi, today I want to show you how you can read your user's native device contacts using the new Despia Contacts SDK. This is going to allow your mobile application to then get all the contacts that are stored in the user's native contacts app so that you can, show things in your app, share with your friend Mike, or, import your contacts into our chat app or something like this, like WhatsApp does it, right? Very cool, or like Discord. Very cool and definitely something useful for some use cases. So today I want to show you how you can set that up in just a few minutes because everything in Despia is super simple. It's built with simplicity in mind. So let me show you today how to do that in Toddle, and we'll also do another video on how to do that in WeWeb because most of our user base are WeWeb users, surprisingly. Even though I only talk about Toddle on this YouTube channel, which is quite interesting. But we'll do more on WeWeb. That's my promise for everybody using WeWeb. We'll be making a native WeWeb integration also coming soon, or kind of like not really native, but it will be unofficial, but it will be importable into your WeWeb project. It's kind of like a workaround. So inside of here in the Toddle editor, what we need to make sure is that we have the latest Toddle package installed. So as you can see inside of here, I need to have the latest version. So now once we have the latest version, we want to start integrating the contact access. So there are a few things we want to integrate here. The first thing is I want to just add a button here that is our first action to allow the app to access the contacts. You need to only do that once, and you probably want to have that tied to a button or to some sort of workflow, to some sort of API that is happening kind of like at the soonest point when people install the app. So let's go inside of here. Let's call that allow contact access. There you go. We have allow contact access. Now, when I click this button here on click, I want to run the action Despia contact permission. This is going to then request access to the device to get access to the contacts. We also have another action here. Let's create another button for that. That's actually reading the contacts. You can only do that once you have permission. So let's call that read contacts. And inside of here, I'm going to run an onClick event, and I'm going to go and take the contact read. There you go. Now I want to store that data somewhere so we can put it into a variable. Let's go with contact. There you go. And I'll just make that empty for now. And then just for illustration purposes, I can just add a text area here so we can see the contacts. And I can just simply go on the value here, and I can take the contact variable and add JSON encode so I don't have like it saying object. And that's basically it. And then when I go back to the onClick event here on the callback, I'll be getting the data with the contact sent back to me. So I want to go inside of here on the callback event, and I want to set the variable with the event data. That's going to give me the contacts. So now we have it set up that our app can receive and read the contacts. There you go. And I can now open the application here. Let's actually unlock the app because that one is password protected here. There you go. I can now request permission to access the contacts. As you can see, I want to allow that. And then I can read the contacts. And as you can see, I'm getting the contacts sent inside of here, right? And also something, as you can see, there is like a little white thing here with Toddle, something you want to add if you are using Toddle, because Toddle doesn't let you change the body color. You want to add actually a style tag here, and you want to go and do CSS. You want to do body, right? You want to do body, and then you want to go background color and then I want to do black. There you go. Because the issue with Toddle is, we should be able to refresh and then it should disappear. There you go. Now we don't have that, and we on pull to refresh, it works nicely. Because the issue with Toddle is actually, what it does is it always adds a white body to your page. Even if you style the main element black, you always have a white body in your page. And if you have pull to refresh in this example, right, it will always show something white. WeWeb doesn't do that, but Toddle does it. So that's something to keep out in mind. But I don't think we need really pull to refresh in this application, but you know, for test purposes, I had it on. So there you go. But the main feature here is the contact access. So I now don't need to access them again, right? I'm not going to see that notification again. So you could just actually run that on page load or a few seconds after the page load if you want, just to make sure that if the user hasn't permitted it, you can. But keep in mind that you track the state appropriately because, and you could do that in local storage, right? Because if the user clicks allow contact access and then does don't allow, you won't be able to click this again to then allow it. The user would have to go to their notifications, to their settings, and then manually do that in their settings. So you can provide a link for them to do that. That's also something you can take a look at. And that kind of like helps you if they click the button, right? And then you could do a workflow where people click the button, you try reading the contacts after that a little bit later. And then if it still doesn't give you the contact variable, if it gives you that as undefined, right? Then you can say, hey, actually, you know, go to your settings and give us access to this. So that's something that you can do as well. But then it's just one click in here and you're reading the contacts. That's how simple that is. And there you go. You got all the contacts inside of here. Pretty cool. And there you have it. I could copy them now. And that's kind of like how you read the contacts in your native mobile application that you can build inside of Toddle, inside of WeWeb, wherever you want to do it using Despia. And that is super simple to implement. And we also have the JavaScript SDK available here. That's in that purchase. That is the native contact one. So that is the function to request the contact access. That's the one to read it. And then you're watching for the contacts variable. That's how simple that is. And it integrates with anything JavaScript, WeWeb, Toddle, React, wherever you want to run that in. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to see you as a user of Despia soon. And we're going to add much more exciting stuff very soon. We're going to work on native OAuth. We're going to work on NFC. We're going to work on all kinds of interesting stuff that are going to make your application even better. So go to Despia.com, take a look at that today, and you will not regret it. There you go. It's Despia.com. There you go. And we now also have a new onboarding flow. So when you want to purchase a license, it makes it even easier and even simpler. And we have a new checkout process with more global payment methods, because before we only took credit cards and PayPal. Now we take all the other local payment methods because it's powered using Stripe now. So that's also something cool to note. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that, and see you in the next video. Take care.